Hello children, I am Naresh Mathur and today in this video we are going to discuss the second exercise of chapter number 7. We are using section formula in this exercise which is quite important. Section formula says if we are given a line segment, let's say A and B, AB is the line segment and P is any point lying somewhere in between AB, and it is dividing the line segment in M1 and M2 ratio. These are the numerical terms, M1 and M2. It might be 3:4, 2:7, something like that. And we need to find the coordinates of point P. Let's say the coordinates of P is X and Y. Alright, so how can we find the coordinates of point P? The answer is section pyro. By section formula we can get the coordinates of this. So by the section formula we'll get the value of x coordinate by m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. This m1 will multiply by this side and this m2 will multiply by this side. Whether it is x or y, we are finding for the x, so we'll multiply m1 into x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. Similarly for the y coordinate, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. This is the section formula. Okay, let's start with the exercise. In the first question, we are given the coordinates of, we need to find the coordinate of the point that divides the join of -1, 7 and 4, -3 in the ratio of 2:3. Now, this is m1, this is m2, this one is x1 y1, x2 y2. We just need to apply the formula. Let's see. m1 x2 plus m2 x1, 2 4s are 8, minus plus of 3 into -1 -3, plus minus will be minus upon m1 plus m2, 2 plus 3. Similarly for the y coordinate, 2 into multiply by -3, m1 y2 plus m2 y1. So minus 6 plus 21 will be 15. 15 upon 5 is 3 and 5 by 5 is 1. This is the final answer. Easy. See the next question. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection. Okay, of the line segment joining this and this. Trisection means what? 3 equal parts. So A and B, let the point P and Q are trisecting the line segment AB. It means the ratio will be 1:1:1, as because the trisecting means what? 3 equal parts. Now we don't have any direct formula to get the coordinates of P and Q. So for this we'll consider two different situations. 4 point P, see here, 4 point P will consider this ratio will be 1 and the remaining part the ratio will be 2, 1 plus 1 2. And for the Q, for Q part will consider this ratio as 2, 1 plus 1 2, and this one will be as 1. So when we find point P, the m1 will be 1 and m2 will be 2. When we find Q, so m1 will be 2 and m2 will be 1. So just apply these values in the formula for point P. See here, m1 y2, 1 into -2 plus m2, sorry, m1 x2 plus m2 x1. So this 2 will be multiplied with the, similarly for the y, m1 y2 plus m2 y1. Now see for the Q, we'll take m1 as 2 and m2 as 1. So just same with the same formula we can get the value of Q. So the final answer is Q equals to the coordinates of Q is 0, -7 by 3 and the coordinates of P will be 2, -5 by 3. Alright, here is the ratio. Alright. Now then third question, we are given a condition, to conduct a sports day activity in our rectangular shaped school ground ABCD. The lines have been drawn with a chalk powder at a distance of 1 meter each, and 100 flower pots, these are the flower pots along y axis, been placed at a distance of 1 meter from each other. along AD. So y-axis can be considered as a flower pot, and at x-axis we are drawing a vertical lines at a 1 meter distance. Niharika, one of the girl, runs 1/4 of the distance of AD. 1/4 of what? 1/4 of the distance AD. At AD they have placed 100 flower pots at 1 meter. It means total distance of AD is 100 meter, and 1/4 of AD will be 25. So we can just write it as a 25 meter on the second line. So the coordinate of the Niharika will be 2,25, and on the second line post a green flag. Okay, and Preet runs 1/5 of the distance. 1/5 of what? 100. So 1/5 of 100 will be 20. At AD on distance AD on the 8th line. So the coordinates of the Preet will be 8,20. So first we need to find the distance between both the flags. So the distance can be calculated by the distance formula simply. Now if Rashmi, the third girl, has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between the line segment joining the two flags. Now we need to find the midpoint of this distance. So how can we find the midpoint? By the formula x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y1 plus y2 upon 2. See, simple distance can be calculated by the distance formula. It will not a big deal. And for the midpoint, just add x1 plus x2 upon 2. So 8 plus 2, 10 by 2 is 5, and y1 plus y2 upon 2, that will be 22.5. So these are the points. So Rashmi has to move in the fifth line at a distance of 22.5 meter. Alright. Next question says, find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points this and this is divided by -1,6. Now consider this situation. We have a line segment, alright, and let's say these are 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, and there is given as a one point which is dividing the line segment in the ratio of -1,6 is dividing the line segment in a certain ratio, and we need to find that ratio. It means we need to find the value of m1 m2. We are given x1 y1 and we need to find m1 and m2. So for finding m1 m2, always remember this, if we need to find the ratios, we always consider the ratio as k:1. k:1 will be the consideration, because we are not taking m1 and m2 because there will be two unknown variables then, and we need to find, if we take single variable, it will be easier to find out. Alright, so let's the ratio be k:1. Now just find the value of coordinates of x and y with the simple section of formula, and it will equate with that value with the -1 and 6 respectively. See here, 6k minus 3. How it comes? Just see, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2 k plus 1. Similarly, m1 y2 minus 8k plus 1 into 10 plus 10 upon k plus 1. So we'll compare this value with the, -1, and this value will be equal to the 6. So by the both calculation, we'll get the value of k, that is 2/7. So the ratio can be written in this form, 2/7:1, and when we multiply by 7 both sides, we'll get the final ratio is the 2:7. That is our final answer. Alright, so I just make it as an important because it is a new concept. We have to consider k:1 ratio, as we need to find the ratio or value of m1 and m2. Next question says, find the ratio in which the line segment joining this and this by divided by the x-axis, and we need to find the coordinates of the point of division. See here, if a line segment AB, let's say this one is A and B, and it is divided by the x-axis. Alright, somewhere is this point, let's say this point is dividing by x-axis. So the coordinate of x-axis should be what? X, 0. We don't know the coordinates, so we'll write the x, 0. Why 0? Because at x-axis the value of 0 y always 0. Now we don't have ratio also, so we consider the ratio as k:1. Alright, now let the ratio be k is to 1 and the point of division is what? Minus 4k plus 1 upon k plus 1 and 5k minus 5 upon k plus 1. How we are saying this? By the simply section formula. We have the coordinates of a and b as well, and if we know we know that the value of y at x-axis becomes 0, so we'll equate this value with the 0. So just apply it and get the value of k. Now the ratio is come 1:1. It means that point is the midpoint of AB, or we can directly put the value of k here, or we can write it as the given point will be the midpoint of the AB. So we can find the exact ratio, exact coordinates of that point. So after applying the value of k, we'll get the minus 3/2 comma 0 as the final answer. Okay. Now the next question: if ABCD, or let's say we are given 4 coordinates and we are numbering as ABCD of a parallelogram taken in order, we need to find x and y. So here we'll use the property of a parallelogram, that is the diagonals of a parallelograms always bisect each other. Alright, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisecting each other. Now just consider this diagram. Let's say this point be O. Alright, then the O will be midpoint of AC and O is the midpoint of BD also. Now just consider, let's say we are talking about A and C. So what should be the value of O? See here, x1 plus x2, matlab 1 plus x upon 2, and the coordinate of y will be 2 plus 6 upon 2. Alright. Similarly, for BD we consider O as a midpoint. So the coordinates of O according to BD should be 4 plus 3/2 and 5 plus y/2. So just compare these values and get the value of x and y. Easy. Next question. Find the coordinates of a point A where AB is the diameter of a circle whose center is 2, -3 and B is 1, 4. Now see here, we have the coordinate of point P, which is center of the circle, and B, which is one end of the diameter. We need to find the coordinates of A. Now we know that the center will be the midpoint of the diameter. Alright, just apply the formula of midpoint. So x plus 1 upon 2 will be equal to the 2, and this y plus 4 upon 2 will be equal with the -3. By this we can get the value of x and y. Clear? Next question. This one is again an important one, because what we are going to do, see here, A and B are the 2 -2 and 2, -4. Suppose here this one is A and this one is B. Alright. Find the coordinates of point P such that AP equals to 3/7 AB and P lies on the line segment B. Let's say this point, let the point P be here. Alright. What we are given, AP equals to 3/7 of AB. It means this part is the 3/7th part of the whole point. Now it is not a ratio of 3:7. Just take this thing in a consideration. 3:7 is not the given ratio. We are given AP is the 3/7th part of the whole line segment. So we can do, we can find the exact ratio by this. Here we are given AP equals to 3/7 AB. So just cross multiply. So we can write 7 AP equals to 3 AB. AB can be written as what? AP plus PB. By here we get 7 AP equals to 3 AP plus 3 PB. 3 AP will be subtracted from 7. So at the end we have 4 AP equals to 3 PB. Now we can say AP upon PB is the exact ratio. So AP upon PB is given as 3/4. So the exact ratio will be 3/4. Okay. Now I am explaining this thing in another way. See here. Let's say we are given the AP is given as 3/7 part of the whole part. Okay. Then what should be the remaining part? It will obviously be 4/7 part. because 3 by 7 and 4 by 7 will make a whole. Now cancel this 7 and this 7, so the exact ratio will be given as 3:4. Now we have the value of m1 m2, we have x1 y1 x2 y2. Now we can get the value of p. So this will be the desired value of point p. Alright, next one. This is a quite interesting question. We are given a line segment AB and we need to find the coordinates of the point which are divided in the line segment into 4 equal parts. In the earlier questions we have just done with the trisection. So in that case we just considered 2 different cases, but we are not required in this particular question. Why? Let's see. We are given A as -2, and B as given as 2, 8. Now we need to find the coordinates of these points. So no need to consider as 1:1, 1:1 or 1:3, 2:2 and 3:1. We have the direct concept. See, the point P2 will be midpoint of AB. So just see, -2 plus 2, 0, 0.2 something 0, and 2 plus 8 is 10, 10 by 2 will be 5. So we can get the value of coordinates of point P2 is directly. Now for the P1 will be what? The midpoint of A and P2. Now see, -2 plus 0 upon 2, -1, and 2 plus 5, 7, 7 by 2 is 7 by 2. So the coordinates of P1 is here. Similarly for P3, we can get the we can find the midpoint of P2 and B, and we'll get the value of P3 also. Alright, it was a simple question. At the last, we are given a rhombus, and if its vertices are this, we are given the vertices of a rhombus, we need to find its area simply. So what we are going to do, just this thing should be considered that we are given the points in our order. So it may be a clockwise, or you can take it as anti-clockwise, but don't write at A, B, C and D here. Alright, always take in a flow. It might be clockwise or anti-clockwise. Then just join the diagonals and we can get the value of AB and CD. Alright, by the simply distance formula. So we can find the area of rhombus equals to half into product of its diagonal, and we have the final answer. I hope you get the concepts of the exercise 7.2, and in the next exercise we'll discuss the exercise 7.3. Thanks for watching, and if you have any doubts then let me know. Okay, thank you, bye bye.